Okay, it is snowing out here now. So from 8 degrees to 60 degrees to snowing, something's wrong with the state of New Jersey. But hey, what can you do? Here comes the snow, little darling. Here comes the snow, and I am all right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, we're ready for the snow right now. Okay, let's see if this bad boy is working. Turn on the key to power. Power, baby! That's power right there! Yeah, baby, we're ready for the snow! Come on now! Come on, snow! Hello, YouTube, Instagram, and all the other social media sites out there. Welcome to episode 3. I am your host, Calvin Moore. Thank you for joining me for the next 20 minutes. Listen, I'm really excited about today's video. Ecstatic. Because we're about to get our feet wet. But before we do, let's just go over the last 2 videos really quickly in order to bring us all back up to speed. So let's review very quickly episodes 1 and 2. Bam! Passion. You gotta have a passion for your real estate investing. I'm not going to go too deep into it, so please review episode 1 in order to understand what I mean by passion. Bam! What type of investor are we going to be? Are we going to be 1, a flipper, 2, a landlord, 3, a developer? For all intents purposes, we are going to, for the rest of this series, be a flipper. In order to build up our cash reserves to buy apartment buildings so we can get that passive rental monthly income. And then when we have enough cash and enough money coming in on a monthly basis, then we can think about becoming true developers where we buy vacant lots and build upon those. But for right now, deep. Then we also spoke about, bam! Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype when it comes to your real estate investing. Do not think we're going to find properties immediately through auctions, fix them up in 4 to 6 weeks, pop them on the market, sell them in a month, and have a 75, 80%, 100% return on investment in 8 to 10 weeks time. Don't believe the hype. And then in the last episode, we spoke about, bam, the budget. The external parts of the budget and the internal parts of the budget. We spoke about the roof, the fascia, soffits, gutters, the paint, vinyl, siding, exterior foundation, landscaping, masonry, driveway, garage, pool, etc., miscellaneous. For the internals, electrical, plumbing, furnace, oil tank, water heater, HVAC, windows, our finishes, which include walls, floors, ceilings, wood trim, kitchen, bathrooms, bedrooms. And also we spoke about that this is just broad strokes. It does not include everything. We realize that. It does not include things like your architectural drawings, any permits that you have to get through the city, township, or the municipalities. It doesn't include your termites or your pest control or anything that you might have to fix behind the walls, your studs or your floors or your joists or anything like that. So yes, this is something that we know is a broad overview of what we have to think about with regard to the budget, but it's not everything.
Okay, now that we had a chance to review episodes 1 and 2, let me tell you the reason why I'm so excited. It's because now we're going to use the knowledge about the budget that we learned about in episode 2, and we're going to put it to the test. What we're going to do, we're going to hit the road, check out a couple of properties, and then start to do our due diligence. We're going to take pictures of the properties. We're going to look through them. If we're able to walk through them, that'll be great. We're going to look at the community and the neighborhood that these properties are located in. And then we're going to come back, do our due diligence, and see if the deals make sense. See how much potential profit we can make from these deals. So come on, let's go out, go into the truck, hit the road, and see these properties.
Okay, everybody, so we're here. Now, we're right next to the beach. If we look at the neighborhood, brand new construction right there. We're gonna walk down there and check that out. And here's the house. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh my God. But I see a lot of potential here. And if we go over our budget like what we talked about, I see a lot. Let's look inside. Looks like somebody was trying to get some work done. But I'm liking it. I am liking it. A lot we could do with this. One story. And that's why I'm liking this so much. Because we can always build up on it. Small little backyard. Now the great thing about this property is if we could get it for the right price, there's a lot that could be done with it. And that's the main thing, getting it for the right price. Okay, so here we are checking out the neighborhood, making sure what it's like. We can see that that house is right here on the bay that leads out to the Atlantic Ocean. So we're walking distance from that piece of property. New York is right over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, that's the Verrazano Narrows, headed over to Brooklyn, Coney Island over there. So we're way over here on the New Jersey side. But walking distance from that house, you have amusement park. All right. Brand new luxury rentals right here on the bay. So that's always a great thing. See right here, brand new construction, more brand new construction. All right. Like I said, see, it looks like a piece of junk right now, but as we do our numbers and we check out that budget and see what we might be able to do with that property, we can have a nice return on investment. And that's the main thing. We want to have a really nice return on investment, ROI. So we're going to go over that number, those numbers, check out our budget, what we think that it might cost us for the project, the budget for the project. And then once we feel comfortable with those numbers, we'll move forward on trying to finance and getting the project financed and completed. But the main thing, what we start out with always, are our project numbers and what we think it's going to cost us. So now that we saw the property, we'll head back, crunch the numbers, and see if it makes sense. Okay, so we're back. Let's crunch some numbers. Before we crunch numbers though, let's go over what we looked at with regard to the house. Now, obviously my printer does need some ink, but this will act as a good representation so we can understand exactly what we're going to do with the house. So we have here a property that is approximately 15 feet from this fence to the end of that fence, 15 feet width, and from this wall, outside wall, to the back, 40 feet. So we got 15 feet by 100 feet, including the backyard way back there. So it's a 15-foot lot by 100. So that makes the house even smaller. So from this wall line to that wall line, we have approximately 11 to 12 feet. From this wall line to the back of the house, we have approximately 40 feet. So when you multiply 11 times 40, that gives you 440 square feet. However, the online dimensions say the house is approximately 496 square feet, but we're in the ballpark. So now we need to imagine what we're going to do with regard to this house, because it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, and at 492 square feet, it's too small. However, we cannot build increasing the width. So we have to build increasing the height. So that means removing the roof and imagining what we can do to this home. So what I did was go right around the corner to this house, which is brand new, sold in August of 2018 for $380,000. Obviously, it's a lot larger home with a lot more square footage. However, if we look right here at only this portion of the home, from here to there, right? And look from the base of the street going up the stairs to your front, basically your front porch there. You have a facade there, an awning, a window there. And if we can imagine this portion of the house here going up and fixing it up, then we can have a lot larger home. Hopefully build something that's going to be at least 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Okay, so let's crunch the numbers for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. So we're going to convert a 1-bedroom, 1-bath to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay, so here's our budget for that type of conversion. Let's go over everything. So we know we're going to need architectural drawings, renderings. We're going to need permits and insurance. So the architectural price, $2,500. Permits should be like around $1,500. Insurance, that's a little expensive at $3,500, but I'd rather be safe than to be sorry, because you have to take in consideration that you are in a surge zone with the ocean right around the corner, as well as not just your surge, but your flood zones as well. So the insurance might be a little more expensive. So before we even begin renovation, we are at $7,500 out of pocket. Now let's go outside for the externals. Now we talked about the roof before, but we're going to need obviously more than just the roof. We're going to need framing as well. So the framing and the roof for a small house like that, approximately 1,000 square feet. We're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square feet, because again, all we're doing is adding another floor. So if the bottom floor is 492, basically 500 square feet, we're going to add the top. That'll be another 500, so 1,000 square feet. We're looking at $10,000 for the framing and the roof. The fascia, soffits, and the gutters, $600. Paint, well, it won't be paint, it'll probably be vinyl siding, $4,500. Exterior foundation. The exterior foundation, you guys might be asking what I mean by that. What I mean by that is this. So the exterior, foundation with regard to rock or stone, we're looking at that price coming in at $3,750. Landscaping, because it is a very small backyard. If you remember from the video, right back there, we're looking at only $750. Masonry, again, with the sidewalks here coming out to the curb, as well as new sidewalks right there. We're looking at $1,500. We don't have a driveway. We don't have a garage. No pool. Miscellaneous. I'll explain that number, that $4,220 number in a second. But for all of this added up, we are coming in at $21,100. Miscellaneous, I'm adding 20%, $4,220, because there will be unforeseen expenses that we just don't go over with regard to the external. Okay, now let's go over the internal numbers. We have our electrical coming in at $12,500. Plumbing is coming in a little light at $3,750, because what I did was I kind of broke it down. We're going to need another furnace, which is part of the plumbing. That's $3,250. The water heater will be part of our furnace hookup, so that's why I just have that at $0. Our HVAC will also cost us around $3,750 for a small unit to be added. And all that comes basically under plumbing. HVAC is different. You need another, or here in New Jersey, a different technician with different permits, but it still falls under all of that. Our windows, we're going to need around 24 windows. I approximate at around $220 a window. So that's $4,800. Walls and sheetrock coming in at $7,500, but that's also including the ceilings with the sheetrock. Our trim, $1,750. Kitchens with the appliances coming in at $9,500. We have 2 bathrooms. Again, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. That's going to be coming in at $3,250 for the 2 bathrooms, and then for the 3 bedrooms, around $1,000 a piece. So that comes in at $3,000. Add all that up, you get $53,050. Again, we're going to add 20% for the miscellaneous, which is an additional $10,610. So now let's add everything up. When we add everything up, we get $53,050 for the internals, $21,000 for the externals, that's $21,100. $7,500 is for the architect's permits and insurance. $10,610 is the miscellaneous, the 20% miscellaneous cost that we added to the internals, and your $4,020 is the 20% miscellaneous that we added to the external. So when we look and add everything up, we get a total price $96,480 in order to convert that to this. Again, this portion of the home. So now that we see what we're going to be spending in order to make that 1-bedroom, 1-bath home into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, let's now go over ROI, our return on investment, because that's the profit. That's what puts money in our pockets. Guess what, everybody? We have reached that 20-minute mark, so I am so sorry that we have to stop right now and basically do it, pick everything up in our next video. But I truly want to thank you for staying with me for the past 20 minutes. But do me a favor, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, that notification button, comment, ask me any questions, especially if you didn't understand something. We can go over it together and then basically be prepared for that next video. So again, thank you very much. Hit the subscribe, notification, comment, and I will see you guys later, and happy real estate investing.